start. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Penn State's offense will get the first swing of the game. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hansen. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Open field on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulls offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
The Bulls will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Lanier. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. That means you got to turn around and hand.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but won a play to get the football back. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. The pull and throw off the RPO. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Once he got some room, it was over. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Wants to throw. It's Lanier. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bulls will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bulls want to move quickly.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Lanier. Here's a heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. Just has a knack of hiding that crease and gets it down to the 41. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to take off. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Oh, that may be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, running back on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The running back has it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lanier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mayo. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
To the air on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, USF. Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
and I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Back to throw, it's Hansen. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Nittany Lions will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Lanier. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. To the air on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. Looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime, to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Works the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick completion to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Barron. Makes his man miss. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Got some room in to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. The give. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
To the air. It's Lanier. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking for a gap. It's Otis. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now they'll try the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs over the middle. It's Clements. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And he's sacked, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A third down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Bulls line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for room, it's Otis. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. after the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice